Alright, ladies and gentlemen, today is the 24th of February 2017, case wagon 15 here, to discuss some draft stuff for the Steelers. I actually have a notebook here with 10 things that I'm going to discuss here. I'm going to discuss the things I think the Steelers need for the draft, and I'm going to do this a little different by two sections. I'm going to name the first five are going to be starting positions I think that need upgraded. And then the other ones are backups where I think we need more depth, whatever. Starting off, I think the number one thing we need basically in the entire draft, starting-wise, is a pass rusher, meaning I think we need another outside linebacker. James Harrison's obviously a 39. Jarvis Jones is leaving. And Bud Dupree was injured all last year. So, last year, during the first half of the year, the Steelers were tied for last in sacks, and then they started really getting to the quarterback the second half of the season. And we look at the first half, it was because James Harrison didn't play a lot. They played a rotational system with Arthur Moch, Chicolo, James Harrison, and Jarvis Jones, and quite frankly, none of those guys are really great pass rushers. James Harrison's good, but, man's going to retire soon, so I think we need a pass rusher big time to help with if we draft a pass rusher in the first round, that's going to help a lot because we'll have Dupree, Harrison, and the other guy, of course, whoever it may be. So I think pass rusher is definitely a huge thing the Steelers need. Number two on my starting list of players we can upgrade starting-wise, cornerback. I like Artie Burns a lot. I thought he did pretty decent for a rookie, basically being our number one corner. I didn't see him get burnt a whole lot. But he's a rookie playing against the other teams on one receiver. I thought he did pretty decent. I think he'll be good for us. Ross Cockrell's okay. William Gay is a good slot corner, but he's getting up there in age. We need another cornerback to add to that spot. I'm definitely for drafting a cornerback in the top 3 rounds, for sure. And Sequez Golson, he's a question mark. He's been out the past 2 years. He was a second-round pick in, the 2014? Was it 2014 draft? I think it was. Was it? Or 2015. So number 3 on my starting position list, and this may surprise a lot of people, is wide receivers. I know Pittsburgh's able to develop receivers well, but here's the issue last year. Pittsburgh had Antonio Brown, Eli Rogers, and Kobe Hamilton as their main receivers. The reality is that Marcus Wheaton's probably going to leave. Martavis Bryant, you can't really depend on him at this point in his career. He already has a year-long suspension. You can't really count on him being dependable. So who's number 2? Who's Pittsburgh's number 2 receiver? I don't know. Sammy Coates. The funny thing is, he started the season well as a deep threat until he broke his fingers. Then he just became a non-threat, just couldn't catch anything at all. So Pittsburgh last year was playing basically with their 4th and 5th and 3rd receiver. So, actually 4, 5, and 6, really. When you think about it, because the original plan was for Antonio Brown to be number 1, then Sammy Coates be Marcus Wheaton be number 2, then Eli Rogers be number 3, or Sammy Coates be number 3. So that plan didn't work at all. So, if I'm Pittsburgh, I'm really looking at drafting a receiver in the top 4 rounds. BPA, of course, they always go by BPA. But I'm really looking at a wide receiver because Wheaton's probably going to leave. Martavis Bryant is independable. And Kobe Hamilton, and Sammy Coates, they're 50-50 at this point. But I do like, I would like Pittsburgh to draft a wide receiver, but if you think about it, I don't know if Brown's going to stay there either. I don't know what's going to happen with that situation. So, definitely wide receiver. But if you think about it, Brown, Martavis Bryant, and Eli Rogers in the slot, it's a pretty good 3, but I would definitely draft a wide receiver. Number 4, tight end. Ladarius Green last year was hurt basically the entire season, and he has a lot of concussion problems. Jesse James is a pretty decent number 2. I think he'll be good. I think he'll be alright as a number 1, but I think he's definitely a better number 2 tight end. So I'm up for drafting a tight end too. Anything in the top 4 rounds, I definitely would not go against that. Number 5. I have middle linebacker, and here's why. Lawrence Timmons is definitely old. He plays pretty consistently well, but he's definitely, he's getting up there in age, considering it was Tomlin's first draft pick. So he's been there since, 2007? And we're into the 2017 season, so I'm definitely up for drafting middle linebacker. And Ryan Shazier gets injured quite a bit. When he's healthy, he's a good linebacker, but definitely draft another middle linebacker because of the fact that Timmons is leaving soon, retiring probably. Well, who knows? And Shazier is he gets injured every year. He's not out for a long span, but he gets hurt. So you just that's my opinion. Now for the backups positions, I think we definitely need to draft backups because these players are we just need more depth here. Top of the list, quarterback. Just today, Ben said he's not sure on coming back this season, meaning he's thinking about retirement, but I think he'll be back next year. But it would definitely surprise me if he retired. But Leonard Jones, no, he's not. He's not the man. He's not a quarterback. So definitely need to draft the quarterback, knowing that Ben always gets injured every year, at least once. So we need a quarterback to go in there and be able to sling it a little bit, Leonard Jones just plays, he's alright, but nothing really good. Number 2 on my list, the backups, D lineman. I have this really because I'm not saying Cam Hayward is injury prone, but it never hurts to have good D linemen, be able to have a good rotation and be able to mix in. That way, if your D linemen are injured, you're not worried about the pass rush being there. But not only that, when your D linemen get tired, you need fresh bodies to be able to produce pressure. I like Cameron Hayward. I like Stephon Tuitt. I like Hargraves. I like that D lineman. I like that D line. But I would definitely like to draft a backup D lineman, probably 5th round, 6th, maybe even 4th. Considering Cam Hayward went out when we were 4 and 5. I thought the D line played good when he got out. I thought definitely applied some pressure, definitely stopped the run. I thought they did good when he went out, but definitely would not hurt to draft another D lineman. Number 3, again, this shouldn't really surprise anyone, but I have running back as my number 3 need for backups. Let me explain. Well, for one, Le'Veon Bell is not dependable either. I really like Bell. I hope he stays with us, but he's not dependable either because of the fact, one, he already got in trouble with the drug suspensions, so he already got suspended last year for 3 games, and the year before that, like 2 or 3 games. So yeah, there's that. I mean, 2 games, yeah, 2 games. So he got suspended twice, and the fact that he gets injured, now listen, people, I'm not trying to hate on these players. I'm just telling you how it is realistically. The fact is, this was Bell's first complete season since 2014. So that was nearly 3 to 2 years ago. So also Daniel Williams, he's getting up there in age. He might retire. It just never hurts to have a good backup running backs. For Cheryl Toussaint, I don't really know about him. And Carlos Williams from Buffalo, I think they just signed him where he gets suspended a lot too. So, definitely need to draft the backup running back. Number 4, this one I just put on there because never hurts to have this. O-line depth. With O-line, all it takes is one injury and your season can be ruined. This year, our entire line was basically healthy the entire year. Last year, I know we drafted Gerald Hawkins from, I think, LSU, and we got Ryan Harris from the Broncos, but both of those guys went down. So I believe in drafting O-linemen for depth reasons. Your O-line is very important in your offense. Without your O-line, you can't do shit. So I think drafting O-line would definitely be a great idea. And again, my 5th and final thing for my backups, wide receivers again. Listen. Say if Ben goes, we need all the offense we can get. Especially if Brown leaves or they don't sign Brown, or I don't know what's gonna happen there. I don't know. Pittsburgh's gonna. I don't know what they're gonna do. I'm hoping. I'm pretty sure. Hopefully, Brown and Bell will be next year. But More than likely they will be, but hey, you know, receivers, you know, Marcus Wheat and Martavis Bryant leaving. That's your number 2, number 3 receivers leaving, so you need to draft receivers, I think, definitely. I know we drafted DeMarcus Ayers last year, but looking forward, we'll only have Antonio Brown. Let's look at things realistically. Looking forward, we have Antonio Brown, Eli Rogers, Sammy Coates, and Kobe Hamilton, and Darius Hayward-Bay. So, and Antonio Brown, who knows what to do with him? So, really, we don't know what our receivers are going to be coming this next year. So, quick review. We have starting things I think we need. Number 1, pass rusher, cornerback, wide receivers, tight end, middle linebacker. Backups, quarterback, D lineman, running back, O-line, and wide receivers again. So, that's my draft needs, everyone. Sorry, I intended this on being a long video so I could discuss all of this. So, that's my video, everyone. And, that's that. Everyone have a good Tuesday.